farm over to Yusunshin? That's the question. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be jumping right in over to game number 5. We'll see whether this is going to work out well for Team Valhalla or not. As such, we're jumping in. And we'll see how this works out. Let's take a look at lane priorities first. Right here in the middle lane with the Gatokacha and the Forza, they have very fast wave clear as compared to the Hilda plus the Kimi. So this wave clear is going to be fast, right? Team Max, they should be able to get themselves out of this pretty easily. They should be able to win in the lanes and just kind of put themselves into some other lanes pretty not far. And the fact that they have a Kaja in the gold, the Kaja should be able to poke the carry with no issues. While the carry shouldn't do too much, the carry shouldn't do too much, the Kaja. So a little bit of trades back and forth. The poking from Kaja should win against the carry. Now the question is if whether the carry is gonna do enough against the Gatokacha as well as the Alice. One thing that I would prefer from Valhalla is to have more forms of burst. They kind of need a little bit more burst in order to really bring down these heroes that have very strong regenerative abilities. So I still find the Valhalla probably will have a bit of problem there. However, Fasta would not have a lot of problems. So Throwaway did ask, wait, who won the draft? Honestly, it's kind of tough to say who won the draft because they play in very, very different ways. But we'll talk about that in a short bit later. As right now, we do have the fact that Astride just going to be popping out, coming in from the side of Beam of the Key right out. And Secret puts his face right into Beam of the Key. Exactly what I was talking about, right? Exactly what I was talking about. Just single S2 is going to knock Beam of the Key right out of his ultimate. Is massive amount of value. So I wouldn't even say that a team won a draft. This is a game whereby execution and positioning is extremely important. The main key for Team Max is that Lei needs to play with the Farsa. The moment that the Kaja is not with the Farsa, Valhalla hands down wins the draft. Solely because of the fact that Secret, that's playing as the Hilda, has free raid. Like absolute free raid. Because aside from Kaja, no one else has instant gratification of lockdown that can stop this Hilda. This Hilda can literally just go to town exactly like that. And that's just free damage to the opponents. Absolute free damage. You do free damage to the Yusunshin. You do free damage to Cypher, to King Ares. He is that... Oh, he is that burst damage. As such, there we go. Divine Judgment. Is it Divine Judgment again? I forgot. Divine Intervention. Divine... Damn it! Sometimes I just keep getting confused when it comes down to his ultimate and Sylvana's ultimate. What's that called again? Oh man, I can't exactly remember anything at this point in time. Divine Judgment. Oh, it's actually Divine Judgment. Okay. At this point in time, it's going to be looking at the fact that Team Max is going to be going straight out for a fight. While in the meantime, Valhalla is just going to be putting themselves right into the face of Team Max. We do have Beam of the Key that is completely safe and sound for now. Heads will now go down together with Secret. And now Team Max, they are on a pretty good run.
Turtle.
As such, Saksu takes the turtle down from the opponent's hand. We're 5 minutes into this game. Now I do see someone mentioned that all five players can dive versus carry, right? So is gonna be a tough game for carry, right? Technically speaking, yes, but no, because carry does have good kiting capability. If anyone that were to dive, or rather, if Valhalla were to dive the opponents, he does have quite a bit of dashes that can catch up or to run away. Team Max, in terms of diving potential, Lei generally wants to flicker on forward to catch onto Soul. Savannah's ultimate is Imperial Justice, but I don't know why I keep on thinking the same thing. But regardless, the AOG from the side of Cypher is just going to be jumping right in, only for him to eat up all of those damage. Soul is going to town! As now Shamar is also going to be getting that kill down over King Ares. A bit of a good trade, I would say. For the side of Valhalla, pretty good trade. They lost a pos 5, while they pick up a pos 5 and a pos 4. That's value. That is value right there. Not much of a snowball yet. It's 6 minutes and 30 seconds. We got Lei, Cypher, and King Ares down at the top. Lei does not have his Divine Judgment though, so you gotta have to really look out for that possibility for now. Well, I did say this is like literally free damage from Secret. It does have like the burst damage, but it's not that bursty enough that TOR is gonna be landing on 2. Soul just gonna be pumping right up, and he's going to be going to town. Flickers on forward, gets a kill down over to Lei. As they continue on forward, the next one is going to be King Ares, but he will be able to get himself away until Shamar comes in. It doesn't seem like the Appraisal's Wrap is going to be dealing enough damage, but they will still deal damage because of Naja. Now the next one is going to be Bimo the Key. Double kill, and the T1 turret taking the opponent down. Oh, boy. That's good game.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
That is good games for now. This one in time is just gonna go straight forward. The TOR still gonna be landing onto Bimo the Grey. Opens up the when it comes down to the Phantom Airstrike. Catch is not gonna stay alive from all of that. The rest of the members from the side of Valhalla, they're still gonna be hooked up together. They're looking to push the rest of the members of Team Max away. But alas, that's not gonna work out for them. Only to a certain extent, I gotta have to say. Only to a certain extent. Soul, free turret over bottom lane. It's 8 minutes and 30 seconds. We already have 3 turrets taken down from the side of Valhalla. They also did manage to take down that mid lane turret. So that is some crazy stuff already, right? Middle, top, and bottom, all of these T1 turrets are already down. So with all of these turrets already down, this is just going to make things even like way better. Team Max doesn't have a proper way to kind of fight back against this. Cypher will get away. 3 damage off of Secret. Section Pulse does land. They're just gonna be focusing on everything onto the side of Cypher, but he's surviving! But a little bit too much for him to handle. Still a little bit too much for them to handle. Do note that the catch potential from the side of Team Max is all about the Kaja. The Kaja needs to be with Bimo the Key. He still needs to be with Bimo the Key. The Lord goes down to the hands of Valhalla. With 5,000 gold lead. Team Max now, they don't really have a very good idea How do you want to play around with this? They're currently at a really difficult point. There's now Secret puts himself right into the face of King Ares. Unfortunately, the Appraiser's Wrath just did not manage to land. Didn't do too much for now, but they should be able to slowly but very surely get their way across. Like literally very slowly and very surely. Now the push down to the bottom lane. The Feather Aspect opens, but it's not gonna do anything because Secret can't just slide past the turrets like that. The turret is only left just a sliver of HP, while in the meantime Team Max, they are just gonna be putting themselves and collapsing down over to the side of Valhalla. Valhalla with only 3 members left. 2 for 2. Just gonna be left with 3 members of each side. Good defense from Team Max. Gotta give it to them. They still can make it. But they don't have the damage dealer for now because Sakzu is dead. Cypher tries to clear up the waves as much as possible. BMO the key opens up when it comes down to Feather Airstrike. However, as I said before, Secret can literally just cancel that as much as possible. As such, they already have 1 person down, and that is going to be BMO the key himself. King Ares is back. But they have already lost substantial amount. And that is going to be the T3 turret all the way down to the bottom. Matter of fact, Team Max, they are 7,000 behind, but this is definitely not over just yet. It's not over until the gate, until the throne goes down. We got 10,000 gold in favor for the carry. 10,000 gold for the carry. It's so far ahead. It's just melting everyone down. It's just literally melting everyone down for now. It's 13 minutes in. Team Max, they're gonna have to play it slow. They're looking for the opportunity now as well. We're now all the way down to the ultimate stare down. Shama is just looking for opportunities and potentials. Secret is back in this game. He's just looking for situations as to where BMO the key is. Already used up all of his S2s. But nothing that is too big of a problem for now, as now it's just gonna be the Divine Judgment down over to 1 person. As such, Shama has already been taken down. As such, taking King Ares gets himself the kill. Secret over to the side of King Ares. So we are just looking at 1 for 1 trade, 1 for 2 trade, 1 for 3 trade, 2 for 3. They are literally just gonna be collapsing down on everyone. Valhalla! They're almost there. They're almost back to players, but what was that? Saksu! He's still surviving, and I think that this is gonna be tough, man. He's gonna go for the stun. However, misses on the stun. He goes for a little bit more on the ultimate. Saksu with just a sliver of HP. He goes down, immortality down as well. And now, Saksu single-handedly saves the game. The man, the myth, the legend does the absolute impossible. All alone. That could have been game over for the side of Valhalla. That was hands down could have been a game over. But Saksu 1v3 did it all and made it possible. And now the Lord is going to be fighting for the side of Team Max right now. Well, Cypher AOG to get himself right out of that to ensure that no one will continue to be cycled in. The Lord will now be marching in from Seems like it's at bottom lane or the top lane, actually. Yep, bottom lane. He's gonna be marching down to the bottom lane now. Solely gonna be a tough one. Team Max, they are going crazy at this point. We do have the Divine Judgment that's already been used right now on the Secret. They will be able to bring him down at this point in time. As such, Team Max, 3-man traction pulse! Valhalla, they can still fight back here. There's still a possibility. There's 4 men here. And they have damage. They have Soul. Look out for Soul. He's the main damage dealer here.
Blue team turret has been destroyed. Blue team turret has been destroyed.
If Team Max were to win this, Saksu single-handedly carried his team into the playoffs. And right now, this is a tough thing to see. This is a tough game to watch because Valhalla was literally right at the door, about to open the door, while the door of death opens for the side of Shamar. This is going to be immediately taken down after the Divine Judgment. What in the meantime, Bimo does not have the offensive aspect already. Hence, it's just going to be 1v4. Given it put Bimo all the way down to his low HP, Hence will still go down. Secret hoping that he will be able to join into the team fight a little bit more, but we already lost 2 persons from the side of Valhalla. As such, Team Max with 4 versus 3 is completely wide and open from top, middle, and the bottom lane. Spectrum Pulse misses. New wave marching in. As now yet another. Oh, what was that, Team Max? He's just gonna let Soul. He flickers all forward. But and they found the spark. They found wins. And they